Water element. If you don't have fluidity and smoothness, or you feel like it's hard to really fall in love and open yourself to love, life, pleasure, then most likely you would want to strengthen your water element. Water qualities are being sensitive, having flexibility in life, ability to enjoy life, having vulnerability, sexuality or sensuality, and overall saying yes to life. Fear is the emotion related to the water element. I have worked with people that are very emotional. One day they're sad, the other day they're happy, the next day they're seeking pleasure and not knowing how to follow through on their goals. Maybe they go to the club looking for a woman, but the following day they switch to something new. If you don't have fluidity and smoothness, and you feel like it's very hard for you to be vulnerable in life, then let's work on the water element. The other negative aspects of the water element are not keeping up your word, unpredictable behavior, extremely sensitive, having fleeting desires and not following through, feeling like losing the mind, too much overwhelming emotions and sensations, not feeling like getting out of the bed, addiction to pleasure, seeking through sex, masturbation, addiction to work, internet, addiction to painful drama situations, addictions to feeling unworthiness. Do these things when you have too much water element in your system. First, I suggest doing standing Qigong and all forms of structured Qigong with long stances. Do some exercise. Any form of exercise increases blood flow to the brain, particularly to the part of the brain responsible for fresh ideas. Exercise makes your brain more efficient and adaptive. Just 20 minutes a day is all you need to keep the blood flowing, allowing you to think clearly and stay sharp on focus. Next step is organize your closet. Organize your desk at your work. You will have a hard time finding items because of the mess that you have created. This will result in wastage of time and you end up missing your daily productivity goals. Avoid multitasking. We are monotaskers. Stanford University's research shows that multitasking can decrease your productivity and reduce your efficiency. That's not at all a study conducted at the University of London that's showing that multitasking can damage your brain and decrease your IQ levels. Our brain is not designed to switch between tasks, so it takes a long time when you switch focus from one task to another. By setting a timer, you are focusing on one thing at a time. This allows you to create a singular focus that allows you to achieve your goal and prevent your mind from drifting away. This is a great task for watery people or emotional people. Next step is go for a mountain hike alone. Do some martial arts. Do some sitting meditation and focus on one singular point like a breath. Do vipassana or just do daily meditation. Go for boxing. Any structure-based activity for your mind and your body will be helpful to balance your watery element. If you don't have enough water element, if you feel like you don't have enough emotions in your life, first find me time. Something that you really like to do by yourself alone and really connect with your inner self, inner child, and find an activity that you really enjoy. Go to the dance class. Like I always say, go to my embodiment dance class, which is a great way to connect to your emotions, but also move the emotions out of your body. And also it can help you to connect with the pleasant sensations, which is also great to balance your water. Make a cozy bath or go for a massage. Try to make something new for yourself. Have a nice cup of coffee, tea. Interact with kids and animals. Volunteer or call a friend. If you still feel like after a few days that you still have too much water, too much emotions that just overwhelm you, then there is probably an emotional pain that is stuck in your heart or in your body system. In Qigong, we call it energy stagnation. When there is an old stuck pain or fear in your system, we need to teach the system how to release intensity and how to connect again to your aliveness. Let go of the pain with a release ritual. In order to open your body to pleasure, positive sensations, and love, you must shed the past. We all know that holding on to all that's happened in the past weighs you down, making it harder for you to embrace new relationships and opportunities. Perform a ritual to release old hurt. Write down in details what happened to you and to your reaction to the hurt. Write down in details from the perspective of pain, and then once you finish, write down the incident from the perspective of the other person who hurt you. Remember how they reacted and imagine how they must have felt. This helps you see the situation from a different perspective. Once you have fully released the event, once you have fully released the emotions by writing it down on a paper, destroy the paper, toss it into a fire, and this will be a great shamanic ritual for you to do. Tear it into tiny pieces or bury it in the woods. This symbolizes an emotional release. What happened in the past no longer has a hold on you. What we think you might have is that you have anger or other emotions. Underneath this, there might be fear and sadness. When you're angry, you are in control of the situations. But when you're afraid and sad, you are vulnerable. It's safer that you are in control. But first thing that we do is we agree that we have these emotions. The next step is we commit ourselves to loving ourselves no matter what. The next step is we learn about forgiveness, because forgiveness inevitably leads us to acceptance. Use my Qigong moves or use EFT tapping technique, do the dance practice, or use a 6 healing sound in Qigong, where you can release all the stuck emotions and you can actually connect to your bodily wisdom. I believe that we all need techniques and technologies to keep our energy clean. And these tools for me definitely are one of those technologies that a modern man can use. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and welcome to the water element. In my next video, I will be showing you how to deal with the fire element. Thank you.